Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here tonight with you. This is the second time that I'm doing a talk for Women in Tech in the Netherlands, and it's really close to my heart. I grew up in a very traditional home with a mom who started working when I was 10, and she was a doctor's assistant for 3 days a week. My dad is an amazing guy, but unfortunately, I have to say that my mom did all the housework as well when she started working. So there was not a good divide at all. And she really pushed me to go to university and have my own career. And that's why I'm so excited to be here with you tonight. So what I would like to do is actually help you tonight in how you can make the right career decisions so that you can go higher up and really use your potential. Because that's what I do from my own company, the Human Factor. I help organizations, teams, and individuals really utilize their potential to become high performing, to become seen, noticed, and to go places. So that's what I want to do tonight. And to give you a little bit of an idea where all of this started for me, I would like to tell you a little story. So about 10 years ago, I really hated my job. I really did. I was, I actually got really great results from my manager. He was really, really happy with me and he thought I was doing a great job. And I got home and I was really, really tired. And that really, I felt stuck. I didn't know what to do. I thought of 30 different jobs that I could maybe switch to, maybe 50 other companies, but it didn't click. It didn't click at all. And really the path for me to make the right career decision was to have a personal power brand. And that's what I made for myself. So in my opinion, what is a personal power brand? First of all, you know your own talents and you know your own unique talents. That's the first step. If you know that, then you know which kind of jobs will fit you. Also with the, of course, the skill set that you have, but also with the talents that you give it focus on. And for me, in my job that I didn't like at all, I was doing a lot of stuff to support a lot of people, but they weren't really my talents. So I was really overachieving on, well, not what was giving me energy. The second thing that's really important, and we already talked about this, is knowing your passion. So this is not easy to find out, but what I found out in the last, or in that year, it took me about a year, was that my passion is lifting people up. So I have my own company right now. From my company, I lift people up every day. I love to do that. Maybe in 20 years, I don't have my own company. I'm doing something else, but I know one thing for sure, I'll be lifting people up. That's my thing. That's my course for the rest of my life, probably, probably until I die. So it's really great to know that because it gives you a course in your life. And the second or the third thing that's really great to know for your personal power brand is your values, what drives you. So knowing that will give you a lot of focus as well. So let me give you an example, just to give you a little bit more of a bearing of what a power brand is. So let me just share my screen here. And I hope you can all see this. And just let me make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. So yeah, here I am. So I actually did some research on Melissa Di Donato. And I don't know if you know her, she's the CEO of SUSE. And SUSE is actually a really huge open source Linux distribution company. I never heard of it, but it's huge. And I thought it would be kind of nice to investigate her a little bit for you as a role model for this group. This is maybe someone not a lot of you know, or not the whole group will know. But she is really amazing. And I just want to walk you through her personal power brands, which I actually built by researching her on LinkedIn and through podcasts that she did. So I'm really curious as if she thinks I'm right, but I think it will be neat to find out how this could help her in her career. So if you look at her passion, I think she likes to reach big innovative results together and ensure a representative workplace. So this lady is going places. She goes big or go home is really something that I think fits her very, very well. She's very collaborative person, and she's really all about diversion. So she is the CEO, which is a very busy job. And then she's in 2 or 3 different committees as well, all the same sort of women in tech kind of things that really promote diversity in the workplace. So for her, working for a company where she can do big innovative things, but also have diversity on the agenda is really important. So to give you an example, if she would ask me for career advice, I would say based on her passion, probably best not to work in the insurance industry. Also based on her talents, it's more risk averse kind of environment. Nothing wrong with it, but for someone with her profile, it would be too risk averse. She loves to go big. Um, if you look at her talents, it's really interesting because she has a CEO role. I think she has a great mix of people-oriented skill sets and actually a very competitive edge. So I watched her on a panel with another guy from another company. And what Mira just talked about, like speak up, well, this lady speaks up. And she has a competitive edge, but very respectfully. So she can combine the collaborative skills with being competitive and really speaking up. She has an enormously powerful energy. And I think for a CEO of such a big company, that will work really, really wonders. But for her, it's very important to do things together. So if you look at Suze and how she talks about it, a lot of collaboration going on. So an individualistic kind of company culture would not fit her brand at all. She also, one of her values is giving back. And the interesting thing was that she shared a story about SUSE COVID-19, that they actually gave away their free open source access to, I think it was hospitals, to help them out in the COVID-19 crisis, which of course is still going on. And when she talked about it, her eyes were really glittering. She was really, really excited about that. So I think in that perspective, working for a company that wants to give back, not only promotionally wants to give back, but from its core wants to give back, is a great company for her. So this is just a quick example of how you can use your power brand to really help you make excellent career decisions. Because if you have this for yourself, then you can look at your power brand and you can match it with a job that you would like to do. We don't all have to be CEOs. I don't want to be a CEO, and that's fine. But we all do want to be marvelous in the working field that we're working in. And when we want to be in the right space, in the right environment where we can really grow and give back and develop and shine. And yeah, I hope this example was a great example of how you could use it. So Gabi, are there any questions maybe from the chat?
There's no questions yet. So everyone, if you have any questions for Marjolein, go ahead.
Yeah, so I love interaction, actually. That's on my power brand. I'm a very interactive person. So if you have any questions, please just let Gabi know and then she'll let me know. But this is an example. So what I would like to do is deepen with you all on the section talents. I was really struggling with half an hour because I would love to do my whole course, but that's going to take days with the whole group. So we're not going to do that. But what I would like to do is really look at your talents so that you do get out of this session more insights in your talents, and then you have a first base, right? So if you look at talents, I do have a very specific idea about what I call deeper talents. And I would like to share that with you first before we go into breakout rooms and get some exercise going. So what I see with a lot of people that talk about their talents is that usually a lot of people will talk about what I call low resolution talents. So just like with a low resolution picture, you can't, it doesn't really say a lot. So for example, if I would ask this group who's people oriented, so could you raise your hands, who's people oriented? How many people are? Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't really say a lot, right? A lot of people will be people oriented, but what's way more interesting is going to a high resolution talent and really finding out what part of people oriented in this example are you. So if you look at the examples, selfless power, wow, that's a great deep talent that really says way more about someone than people oriented. And the same goes for navigating others. So if you have that as a talent, this is someone that wants to guide others through their career or through their life. It depends on the subject. So this is a lot deeper than the lower resolution talents. And what I would actually like you all to do is look at your own talents. So we're going to work on them. And then after the exercise, of course, we're going to discuss them. So
Marjolein, can
yeah,
I ask a question before they start? Because I think we have one relevant question before. So all the questions are relevant, of course, but we have one that's relevant to the exercise that you're about to do. Chantal is asking, what would be the first step when building your power brand?
yeah, yeah. I think the first step, what I always say is what's very interesting is to get feedback from others on your passions, talents, and values. Ask 5 people. This could be friends, colleagues. Also ask people that you're not so connected with. And ask them, what do you think my talents and my passions and my values are? Because it's always so interesting how other people see you. What I noticed with so many teams and organizations and individuals that I coach is that talents are so natural that you don't even notice them, that they're your talents. They're so automatic to you that you think, well, no, but that's easy. That cannot be a talent. But the people that don't have that talent, they'll see you as very spectacular on that talent level. So I think I would start off by asking input from others and then build on from there. Thanks for that question. Okay, so let's go to the breakout rooms. What I would like you all to do, and Gabi, can we take about 8 minutes or something for the breakout rooms? Is that okay?
I see Kara nodding, so it is.
Yeah, all right. Time management top. So I want to give you a good amount of time. So think of one talent that you have. I'm sure you all have way more talents than that, but just let's focus on one. And then in the breakout sessions, I would love to ask you to help each other deep talent mine your talent. So how can you do that together? Ask each other questions. So if someone says, I'm result driven, ask them, what do you do when you're result driven? What happens when you want to reach a result? What is it that you exactly do? Do you talk to other people, or are you really quick in getting your results? Or do you want to think about, do you want to analyze things very well before you get your result done? Just to get to that deeper level, and then try to find 1 or 2 words that fit your talent on a deep level. Great.
No
So
problem.
you got a lot of input together, so I'm really happy about that. And I just wanted to get one example and to find out if we can deep talent mine that maybe a little bit deeper. So who had communication skills? Ah, Angela, really?
I think also someone else, because I didn't get to submit my answers, but I also had that one in my list.
Okay. So
But it's also someone else's talent.
okay, cool. But Angela, would you like to go a little bit deeper with that one with me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So what do you
Actually,
do?
Yeah, in the breakout room, my peer Marta asked me the same thing, and she had a good point that yeah, communication is really broad thing. Like, what do you mean that you're good in communication? That's a really good question, actually. It made me think what it really is, and thinking about it, I realized what it is. So how I see it, of course, it's my talent, but it's about the way I approach people, how I start the contact. I give a positive feeling when I contact someone, when I try to discuss something with someone. I think it's the clear message I always try to share, or if it's a question, I try to make it as clear as possible, to be very clear in the communication. And also, whenever I ask someone something, I don't stop with just being provided with what I asked for. I always send a thank you message, or try to be in further contact, just to be grateful for what I was provided. And with that, you know, I think that communication is the full experience from my side.
Cool. So thank you for that, Angela. So what I would think for your deeper talents is actually a positive and direct communication. That's what I get out of your examples. So you approach people in a very positive and maybe even comforting way. So maybe comforting is a word that would fit your deeper talent. And you're direct. So you say it like it is, right? So if you would add that to your talent, then it gets more specific.
Yes, indeed, good point.
Yeah, cool. So because of the time, I'm sorry, I could talk all night, but I want to give Lieke the stage, and I want to give you uh, a portion of Lieke as well, because she's amazing. I just want to, I'm going to share the other screen again. I just want to share with you the final thing, because I already told you that I could do this for days, and I would actually love to help you out with the whole group, but it's impossible in half an hour. So what I thought I would do is, for those of you who are interested in learning how to build your own personal power brand to make the right career decisions for yourself, I'm offering 3 online courses for free. So the value is 195 euros. I'm offering you that for free. And if you are interested, please send me an email. Don't put it in a chat because I won't see it. Send me an email, Marjolein de Boer at thehumanfactor.io. Kara and Gabby will share these sheets with you so that you can find my email address if you can't write it down right now. If you're interested, send me an email. Sunday at 11 o'clock in the evening, I will close the email section and do a blind raffle for 3 names. And then on Monday, I will email you with some great news and the code so that you can actually do this self-paced online course. And if you did not win the free option, I do have a second surprise prize, but I will reach out to you on Monday through email and will tell you all about the second prize that I do have for those of you who are unable to get the free version. So yeah, for now, if you want to send me an email, and I always like to uh, end with this sheet: strong women lift each other up. So let's do that. We're already doing that tonight. I think the atmosphere is extremely positive, and I really believe that if we help each other out, we see chances for each other, we reach out to each other, and we make time for each other to spar, to have this quick call, to help each other out, to lift each other up, we can do amazing things together. So yeah, here's to that. And thank you so much.